So, I don't know why, I don't know how, but I thought this would be a pretty fun and interesting video to make of M3GAN versus Chucky. I'm recording this before I see the movie because I think I don't know why, I saw a trailer and the first thing that came to mind was, what if she faces Chucky in a fight? And so that's pretty much how I just thought this, because it just reminded me of Chucky. And freaking, I don't know how I'm gonna do this, because I just want to have fun and just make a little fun little video. How I'm gonna do this, how they're gonna fight, is that basically I'm gonna have M3GAN take on Chucky. Like, I was gonna make this like a simple little M3GAN versus Chucky after I see the movie, but I think I'll make it even better. I'm gonna have M3GAN take on every variation of Chucky that's had been displayed in the movies, like from the original Child's Plays, after Child's Play 3, the Chucky movies, and then the reboots, and I don't know, and then the TV show, and see how this goes. So I guess I'll just record all this in one take, just because, like, why not? Because I've seen all the movies and the reboots and the show, so, and I have a pretty fond memory of everything for Chucky. And right after I see M3GAN, I'm just going to hop on the mic and just discuss how M3GAN was throughout the movie, and you know, describe her, and then after that, have them fight and all that good stuff. Another thing about this, since I'm just having fun with this video, I think how I'm gonna do this. So I'm gonna have like have both M3GAN and Chucky have their arsenal be the weapons and tools they used in their movies. Like you know, like if Chucky used a hammer or a knife or I don't know, an axe or whatever, that could be the weapon he uses. And for M3GAN, if she uses, I don't know, a knife or a I don't know, a brick, I don't know, she can use that. So I'm gonna have it like, you know how you play Xenoverse 2 or GTA or Doom Eternal, when you have your weapons or skills or whatever slotted in your character? That's how I'm gonna have it. But I don't know if I'm gonna have them, like, if they use a car to kill people, I don't think I'm gonna have them summon a car or something. That's gonna be a little unfair. But I don't know, I'm gonna figure it out as I'm talking in this one take. So I guess I'll just discuss the OG Chucky first and then move on to M3GAN. So here we go. Child's Play 1. Okay, so Chucky in Child's Play 1, he's not fully human, but he does, you know, take pain. He gets injured, he feels pain, yada yada yada. But which is pretty interesting is that he does work through the pain. Like, you can burn him to a crisp, he'll get up and still come after you. You can shoot off his head, you can shoot off his leg, you can shoot off his arm, and he'll still go all his way to try to kill you. You can shoot him. If you miss the heart, he still won't get back up and try to kill you. You can toss him to the side, you can do all that stuff, and he'll still come after you. Yeah, there you go. But you know, the only way to take him out is shoot him in the jaw or stab him in the jaw. And the reason I'm saying the jaw, this is why.
The heart is almost human through the heart.
Yeah, that's why and yeah. So here are the weaponry he uses. So he uses a knife, of course. He uses a hammer. He uses a bat. He uses what was that? A defibrillator? Oh damn, he can't use that. That wasn't even a defibrillator. Never mind. False alarm. That wasn't a defibrillator. That was a shock helmet. And then he can't use the defibrillator anyway. He can't just carry around a defibrillator within him. So yeah, never mind. I'm gonna scratch that out or edit it out or whatever. But that was a shock helmet. But yeah. So like he also uses, I think they were jumper cables or just cables in general. He was going to choke out that cop in the car with the jumper cables. So there goes Chucky in Child's Play 1. He's a non-human. He's able to get injured and stuff, but he does work through the pain. I'm going to take him out is a blow to the jaw, and those are the weapons he used. All right. So next is Child's Play 2. Okay, so for Child's Play 2, this is how I'm gonna do it. So I'm gonna have Chucky when he becomes fully human, because this is why I'm gonna do it. Okay, so for one, once he becomes fully human, he is angry. He is mad. He is pissed like freaking, I don't know, Kratos.
You little shit, do you know what you've done? I'm fucking trapped in here! What the hell? I'm gonna kill you, Eddie! I'm gonna get you, fuckers!
Like, he's just mad. He does not care anymore. He does not care. He'll go out his way to try to kill you. He'll damage himself to kill you. He'll do anything in his power to kill you.
I hate kids.
Cause he's mad. Having that anger with the fact that he's as strong as a regular human, yeah, that'll be quite something right there. So I'm gonna have Chucky after he's human and he's like pissed and does not care. He'll damage himself to try to kill you. And so the weapons he uses in the movie, okay, so he uses of course, he uses a knife. He uses a oh my god, I'm counting this. He uses a water gun. I'm counting that, yeah. He uses a water gun. He uses a plastic bag. He uses a jump rope. I'm counting that too. He uses a basketball air refiller thing. He uses a yardstick to kill a teacher. Yes, he uses a yardstick to kill a teacher. And yeah. And what else does he use? Oh yeah, I'm gonna count that too. He uses a China vase to take out another doll. And those are his weapons. So yeah, there we go. Next is Child's Play 3. Okay, so for Child's Play 3, this is where it gets interesting. This is why. Because Chucky has a gun. Yeah, he has a gun. So now he's able to defend himself more efficiently and officially, you know, take out his opponents. So he has a gun. He has a Bowie knife. Okay, he has a Bowie knife. He used a little pocket knife as well. He used a razor.
Presto, you're dead.
What else did he use? What else did he use in that movie? Damn, what else did he use in there? Oh! Yo! This man has a grenade! Chucky has a grenade! Oh wow! Okay, so, oh my god, he's kinda broken! He has a grenade! Okay, Chucky has a grenade, yeah. Oh wow. Okay. Alright, and also about this Chucky, he's basically Child's Play 1 Chucky because he's not fully human. And he's pretty much the same. Like, he'll take on pain, he'll work through the pain, he's able to get injured, yada yada yada. So yeah. There go Child's Play 3, who's wow, pretty broken. Alright. Next up is Bride of Chucky. Okay, so for Bride of Chucky, so this is the thing about this movie. Okay, so he's basically just a full-on human and a doll. Yeah, something right there. There you go. He's fully human. He's basically the same as the previous dolls. And for this Chucky, he uses a knife. He has 2 guns. Yeah, he has 2 guns. Yes, he has a knife. He has 2 guns. And well, damn. That's it. That's it. All he has is a knife and 2 guns. That was underwhelming. I thought you had. That's all you had in that movie? Wait. I remember now. He uses a shovel to beat the fuck out of Tiffany. Yeah, he used a shovel, so I guess that counts. He can just summon a fucking shovel. Alright. Damn, that's really it. Okay, additional note for Bride of Chucky. I've got the missions for Child's Play 3 Chucky. Even though he had a gun, his aim was kind of ass in that movie. But in this movie, I don't know what he did while he was dead, but this man could throw knives across a distance, like very accurately, and like actually stab his opponents. He's so good with a gun this time. One bullet. I swear, I remember he shot his gun one time and took out a car. Like whatever he hit in the engine, he aimed for it perfectly, and he took out the car by hitting something in the engine, making the car not work anymore. So this Chucky is pretty accurate when it comes to throwing weapons and shooting. So that's something right there to add on. I guess next is Seed of Chucky. Alright, so for Seed of Chucky, he's basically the same as Bride Chucky. But remember what I said about, like, he's basically strong as a grown man, but in a doll form and stuff? This is scene, right, where Tiffany grabs, was it Tiffany or was it Chucky? I honestly forgot, it's been a while since I've seen that movie. And Tiffany or Chucky slings a metal wire across this grown man's neck, right? And in one pull, they pop his head off like a freaking Lego. Like, I don't know about y'all, but I don't think a human being in one pull, I think they did with one arm too. Like I know it was both him and her pulling, but the thing is, I think they used one arm or two. They pull the wire, it's just a regular metal wire, and they pull it and his head pops off. I don't know about y'all, but that's pretty strong. So this Chucky is pretty strong. He's dragging, what's the nigga name? Redman. He's dragging Redman and stuff. So he's strong in a doll form, and he's fully human. And yeah. So here go the weapons he uses. He uses a knife, obviously. Got throwing a metal wire. He uses a metal wire. Does he use a gun? I don't remember. I don't think he uses a gun in that movie. Damn, that's it? That's all he uses? Damn. After Chucky 3, he don't get shit. Okay. I know he used more stuff in that movie. What does he use? I know he did more in that movie. Because I'm not counting him killing people with cars. That don't count. Wait, should I use his son? No, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. That's double teaming. No, I ain't doing that. I know he used more stuff in it. Oh my gosh, I don't. Wait, I remember the closet scene. Later on in the movie, there's this like comedic scene where Chucky hits a closet, and I think it's like 4 dead bodies in the closet, just tumbles out. And one of them has a machete through the head. So he has a machete. It's plastic bags over the head. So he uses plastic bags. And I ain't gonna lie, I don't remember the other ones. I think there was one with a freaking Negan bat or just a bat with nails in it, I think. I really don't remember. I'm gonna just throw the screenshot on when I edit the video and, you know, commentate on it, add it on with the video. Okay, so I was right about the plastic bag. Okay, I was wrong about that. It was actually like a screwdriver. And yeah, that was actually a machete. Cool, I got it right. So yeah, all right. Next up is Curse of Chucky. Thank God this movie exists. Alright, so for Curse of Chucky, alright, so this is where it gets weird. Okay, so this Chucky doll, he's basically like all the other dolls, but it's like he's not human. So picture Child's Play 1 Chucky, but without gaining any organs, like blood and guts in his system and stuff. This Chucky doll, when you stab, like the scene when you stabbed him, it's this character named Nika. She stabs him in the back, and when she pulls out the knife, feathers and cotton and stuff like fly out. And then to top it off, before she stabs him, I think, yeah, she chops his head off with an axe, and you think he's dead because in See the Chucky, you're able to kill him when you chop off his head. Well, not exactly, because it was like an end credit scene where he's still alive. But the point is, she chopped his head off, and he just comes back from that. Like he walks to his head and plucks it back on like a freaking Lego. Like, it's kind of crazy. So this Chucky doll is he's basically immortal. Like, oh my gosh, this Chucky's immortal. Oh crap. Oh wow. So and then here's another thing. He's as strong as a grown man, but I think I think he's just as strong as he was in See the Chucky. If not as strong, I'm gonna say even stronger, because in this movie there is a scene where he barely even pushes it. He grabs Nika in her wheelchair and hits a grown man, and the grown man flies in the air like a Looney Tunes character and tumbles on the ground before he kills him by, you know, hitting him in the head and popping his jaw of his damn head with the axe. Like, come on, he barely touched him. And then there's another scene where he pushes Nika off a balcony, right? Or was it? It's the balcony, but it's inside the house. I forgot what they call it. But he pushes off of that. But it's like, damn, this dude's strong. Which makes sense because it's a supernatural doll. All right, so for this movie, he uses a knife, obviously, and he uses scissors when he killed Nika's mom. I think it was scissors, right? Yeah, he uses scissors. He doesn't like use it, but he does kill somebody with it. Well, by proxy. He kicks a bucket of water on the floor. And this girl get electrocuted. So I'm gonna count the bucket of water for like a one-time thing. Yeah, he used a bucket of water. So I'm gonna just count that. Alright. What does this use? Oh, he uses rat poison. The thing is, I don't know what he could do with rat poison. I guess he could just throw it at his opponent or something. I don't know. But yeah, he uses rat poison. I'm gonna count that because this Chucky ain't got shit. And yeah. So next up is Cult of Chucky. Alright, so for Cult of Chucky, there are shown 5 variations of Chucky. There's a beheaded one. I'm not gonna count, by the way. It's just something I gotta throw out there because I literally just thought of this as I was talking. So on Curse of Chucky, Chucky goes up to Andy, and Andy has a shotgun and blows his head off and cuts to black. But the thing is, throughout the movie, he's shown to basically have no organs, no blood and guts. He has nothing. He's basically a possessed doll and can't really die. But in Cult of Chucky, it starts off with him as a bloodied up head, like like he shows his brains. He's bloodied up. Like he it's kind of confusing because they literally showed him basically he's like an immortal, but in this movie, oh, and then he feels pain too. This is weird. Oh wow, god damn it, Don Mancini, why are you so inconsistent? Yeah, but apparently he had organs, even though they showed him not having organs in that movie. But yeah, so it's a behead doll, and then the other 3 dolls, in which I'm just gonna show at their latest showing. So there's one doll with 1 arm, and he has a drill. So I guess I'm gonna count the arm as an arsenal too, because he's willing to get rid of his arm to kill somebody. Cause he uses it to kill a lady, and yeah. So I use that as a weapon. He uses the arm. He has a drill, and yeah, there go one doll. There's another doll. He uses a scalpel and a. I'm counting that. He has a compressed air tank, and he uses it like he throws it on the ground, breaks off the top, and shoots out like a rocket. So that's something right there.
In addition, he even uses a
broken glass bottle, vodka bottle, right? It was a wine, vodka or wine, whatever it was. It was a alcohol bottle, and he breaks it, and he uses it to cut off a guy's guts out of his stomach with just the glass bottle. So yeah, and then there's another dog. It's a buzz cut Chucky dog. The thing about this one is he has a gun in his organs. But here's the thing though. Alright, so this is new spell is Ade Due Boku Dembella or something. And Chucky uses that spell to awaken the new doll. And the doll just got awakened, but when it gets awakened, it showed us that he has a gun in his system because Andy rips out his stomach and blood and guts is spilled everywhere, and he pulls up the gun out of his organs and shoots him and kills him that way. But the thing is, the doll just got awoken, but he already has blood and gut. God, oh my god, I'm getting mad thinking about this. This inconsistency. Yeah, but he has a scalpel, so I'm gonna just count that. He has was that a scalpel or was that a knife? Wherever it was something sharp, and he used it, and he has a gun in his system. But he doesn't know about the gun. And you never know how that'll turn out. So yeah. And what else? And these dolls are basically like Bride of Chucky and before all them. They're not like, they never showed like super duper supernatural strength or whatever. They're just regular dolls. Yeah, so now it's wait. I'm counting that. Okay, so remember the Nika character I vaguely mentioned? So in this movie, he transferred his soul or split his soul and transferred the split soul section or whatever inside the character named Nika. And she's paralyzed, she's in a wheelchair, but when he's transferred his soul in her body, he fully takes over the body and he's able to stand up out the chair. So like, but here's the thing though. This doll is so, well, not the doll anymore. His possession in Nika, her strength, well, his Chuck Nika's strength is kind of crazy. Within a few, so this is guy on the ground, right? And she walks up to him, or whatever. Chuck Nika walks up to the dude, right? And he's like, "This is for Nika," and he stomps his fucking head in like a tomato. And I don't know about y'all. I can say this. God damn, I literally just said they don't have supernatural strength, and they just showed something like that. I don't know if a human can do that, but the motherfucker stomped his head in like a tomato in like 3 strikes or 2. Whatever. I'm gonna show it on the screen. F it.
And then before this scene even happened, when Chucky took over Nika's body and stood up with it, Nika was restrained in that restraint coat. Chucky just breaks out of it like with ease.
So I'm counting that's something. Even though it's not a doll, Chucky did take over the body. So yeah. Alright, well, next is TV series. Season 1 and Season 2. Okay, so for the TV series, so like there are I think 100 dolls or less, give or take. But it's a lot of freaking dolls. So alright, this is how I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna go by each variation, but like vaguely. So like there's the I'm gonna say classic Chucky design. Alright. So there's the classic Chucky design doll. My voice is cracked. I'm gonna hit that out. Alright, so there's this. Alright, so there's the classic Chucky, and he pretty much just has a knife. That's it. Like, he just has a knife. And then there's another Chucky variant. I don't know if he's able to. Wait, does his legs get fucked up, right? Yeah, it's another one. He's burnt to a crisp. I'll just call him Burnt Chucky. And he also has a knife, but he also has needles. That's it. That's it. He has needles. He has a knife, and his legs are basically fucked up. There's another variation I like to call the Kamikaze Chucky. And this Chucky, he'll just run up to you and blow himself up. He'll just kill you. He'll just go out kamikaze style. He's gonna blow up. Yeah, he basically has a bomb within him, and he was just willing to just blow himself up. So there goes that.
Well, not exactly within him, but in his possession. Like, you can take the bomb away from him, but his main goal is to blow up. Like, if he had a bomb on you, other than him trying to kill you, he will just go for the button to kill both himself and you with the bomb. So this dude is a kamikaze.
And then we got this another doll. Okay, this is where it gets kind of wild. So there's another doll, right? It's another Chucky doll. I like to call him Steroids Chucky. So Steroids Chucky is kind of interesting. So he's literally designed all muscular and like swole and jacked up and stuff. But here's the thing though. This doll is pretty strong. So like with one punch, he sent a, I guess pretty big teenager flying across the room with one punch. And then he runs up to him and punches a hole through his chest on some Mortal Kombat stuff. Like, yeah, that doll is actually pretty strong. So we got that one. He doesn't show him to have like a knife or anything, but he has his fist. So this one's basically a brawler. So we got Steroid Chucky that's strong. And so we have another doll. This doll, he's actually, I like to call him Good Chucky. Good Chucky, he's actually good. Here's the thing though. He may be good. He may look sweet and innocent, but he's fucking dangerous. He glitches out in the evil mode and burst. And not just one burst, but like basically he'll basically, when he's in like self-defense mode, he'll just glitch out and kill you. But from my recollection, he's a good guy doll, and he'll glitch out in evil mode, and you're basically dead. Like, he'll just kill the fuck out of you. So yeah, this doll uses knives, and he's very good at it. He's very good at killing. Like, he's just good at killing. Like, remember that Steroids Chucky? Yeah, he one-shotted him, basically. Yeah, this doll is very dangerous. So yeah. Alright, so next doll is, I ain't gonna lie, I don't know what to call this. Was it what the fans call it? Colonel Chucky? I don't say Colonel Chucky. Colonel Chucky. This doll, I don't know what to say about this doll. He took out multiple Chucky dolls all by himself, and he basically became the leader of the Chucky dolls. And remember Steroids Chucky? Yeah, he's the leader of them. And I really don't know what to say about him. I guess he's tactical. I don't know this. I ain't gonna lie. I don't know what to say about this Chucky. I guess he's just tactical. He's tactical. That's the best I can say. Oh man, I've been talking for a while. I'm doing all this in one take too. So the final doll, I shit you not, this is what it's called in the show. It's called Chucky Prime. Like dead ass. It's called Chucky Prime. Basically, it's like the final Chucky doll soul, with the final soul of Chelsea, right? And they call it Chucky Prime. This doll, basically, he has a chainsaw. He has a chainsaw, and that's it. He has a chainsaw, and that's it. There we go. That's like the best I can say right there.
Alright, now it's time to get to the reboot Chucky and Child's Play 2019. Alright, so this movie's version of Chucky is quite something. Cause like, he isn't like the previous Chucky, the mainline canon Chucky. He isn't like supernaturally strong or a regular human strong inside a doll's body. He's like a stealthy Terminator doll, something like that. It's like a stealthy Terminator. Yeah, that's just the best I can think of it. Like a stealthy little Terminator doll. He resorts to sneak attacks. He resorts to sneak attacks, and if he does come at you full force, like head on or whatever, it's when you're like pretty much struggling to move pretty much at your worst. Like the only time he'll come at you head on. And he is low-key kind of broken, but I don't know how this will work against in this little fight, because okay, so basically he could take control of other technology, not like in a broken way. Like, you can't just look at a TV or a PS5 or a airplane and just take over the airplane or whatever. He has to, but like, he has to be connected to the server that the buddy doll, they're called buddy dolls, by the way. The buddy doll is like connected to server, connected to server wise. And so, cause the only thing in the movie he uses is a knife. That's it. He only uses a knife. That's it. All he uses is a knife, but he controls other technology. So I don't know if I should count that as part of his arsenal, because he controls other buddy dolls. He controls drones with some strong ass propellers. Like, these propellers are so strong, they would have sliced people's necks open. So yeah, he controls drones, he controls other buddy dolls, he controls cars, he controls the temperature in the room, the lights, radios, and pretty much overall anything that he's connected to server-wise. But I don't know how to work in a battle though. Also, I do want to add is that even though I did say he's not as strong as like a human being or supernaturally strong or whatever, he is strong enough to strangle a cat and kill a cat. Yes, he kills a cat. It makes it even worse. He's so petty. When he killed the cat, he goes up to Andy and plays the audio of how he killed the cat. It's kind of crazy. Just want to throw it out there. He isn't like purely like a toy. He is strong enough to do something like that. In addition, he is strong enough to stab and cut, but it is a knife, and I don't think you need that much strength just to cut through things. And he is also able to jump very far too. It's pretty interesting. He's able to leap at far distances. Have a list. I know I said that word wrong. But I do gotta add a note. This doll, he's actually pretty smart. Like, if he makes a mistake, he'll learn from it and make sure he doesn't do that same thing to give him a fat ass L. And in the movie is that he figured that if he came on Andy like head on, he'll pretty much get, you know, demolished by Andy. So this is kind of cool. This is actually a cool little plot twist in the movie. Basically, other than Sin himself, he decides to send another buddy doll that looked identical to him to Andy, So other than himself getting, you know, destroyed by the characters, the decoy buddy doll gets destroyed. And after, you know, the movie ends, the very last scene in the movie, all the buddy dolls and buddy products get, you know, confiscated or whatever and boxed up. The movie ends with a buddy doll with red glowing eyes because that was actually Chucky. And at first I thought Chucky transferred his robo conscience into a different buddy doll, but from the previous scene they showed that he's actually smart, and I honestly don't think he transferred his buddy conscience and a different doll is literally because the only reason he was able to, you know, kill people, break the rules, well, the buddy rules, and do all this abnormal shit is literally because the worker who was abused at the factory, he basically unlocked all the features in a chip or the server of the buddy doll, and which made Chucky be the way he was in the movie. All the other dolls and buddy products don't have a corrupted chip or unlocked features within them, so he had to pretty much have another buddy doll be a decoy. So this doll's pretty stealthy. He's pretty smart, calculative, and pretty clever and very petty. But other than that, yeah. All right, now that I'm done with the reboot, Chucky, there go all the dolls. So now, I'm about to see how M3GAN is gonna go up against all these variations of Chucky. Now here we go.
Many months later.
All right, so I just got back from the theaters of watching M3GAN, and before I get into the fight between M3GAN and Chucky, and like how the fight would go, what scenarios will take place, and how I think the fight overall will go for the winner or loser or whatever, I'm just going to describe M3GAN right now.
I won't let anything harm you ever again.
M3GAN is nothing I expected her to be. Like, I did not expect any of this from M3GAN. Like, I watched trailer 1, but I didn't watch the rest of the trailers. So they probably showed this stuff in the trailers. I don't watch trailers because, you know, they usually tend to spoil the whole movie. But I must just forgot about the entire trailer 1, because M3GAN is powerful in this movie. Like, I didn't expect none of this stuff. Like, I'm repeating it because I'm just wow. Like, I did not expect any of this. So I'm gonna go out of order because I'm going by memory. I didn't take any notes, but I should say everything about M3GAN. If I forgot something, I guess just comment it down what I forgot about M3GAN. Well, if anybody's watching this video, of course. But, you know, like, hey, if you see this video and I missed something about M3GAN, might as well comment it down. But, okay, so M3GAN is very strong. Like, throughout this whole movie, she's just overpowering adults with ease. Like, she picked up a grown man with one arm. Wait. She didn't pick him up, but this grown man, he was like, he was hanging by a metal wire, and M3GAN pulls the wire with one arm, picking up the grown man. She pulls him up with one arm like he's a piñata. Like, what? And then, like, she did that with one arm. And throughout the whole movie, like, characters are trying to punch her, trying to pretty much overpower her, but M3GAN just overpowering all these adults with ease. Like, here's another scene in the movie where there's this paper cutter machine thing, and M3GAN walks up to it and rips out the cutter just with one pull. Like, just she walks up to it after she does the M3GAN dance, and then goes up to the paper cutter and pulls the cutter blade with one little pull. Like, wow. And then in the movie, the character Jiminy, I forgot her name, Jenny or Jiminy. I'm gonna just call her Jen because I honestly forgot her name. But she says, quote unquote, well, not quote unquote, but you know what I mean. But I ain't gonna say it quote for quote, cause I'm just going by memory. But basically, what she says is M3GAN is designed to take on everyday average things. But the thing is, like she says she can take on everyday average things, but I don't know if I should like exaggerate that to if she gets hit by a car and she'll be fine, or I should just like have it like if she falls down the stairs she'll be fine, or if I don't know a burglar breaks into the house and he sees M3GAN and he just hits her a few times with a baseball bat or something like that. Like I don't know if she could tank a car or get hit by a baseball bat or falling down the stairs. But when I heard that, that's what I was thinking about. But it's kind of not too far-fetched what I was thinking about, because okay, I shit you not. And then okay, so M3GAN faces a giant robot in the movie. Okay, let me get serious. Okay. Alright, so M3GAN fights. Okay. M3GAN fights a giant robot, and this giant robot picks up M3GAN and slams her through a table to the ground, and M3GAN gets right back up and she's perfectly fine. And the robot picks M3GAN up and she's stomping his head off. It's like, what? So it's not exactly a robot like M3GAN or like and moving on his own robot. The robot is controlled by the little girl who M3GAN is pretty much wants to protect and take care of. I forgot the little girl's name, but essentially she has these gloves that are like basically Bluetooth controlling the robot. Kind of like what's a good example? Kind of like how you control a character in a video game using the Wii remote or whatever. It's pretty much how it was. And she's just picking up M3GAN, she's slamming her, she's doing all this damage to M3GAN, and M3GAN just perfectly fine. It's like, wow. And so another thing about her durability is that, okay, it's either one or two things. I don't know if I say that because, okay, so there's a scene where M3GAN is attacked by a dog, and when the dog gets a good bite on M3GAN, the dog gets shocked. So I'm thinking, okay, so it's either that M3GAN has an auto defense mechanism where if anybody tries to tamper with M3GAN, they get electrocuted, or it's just that the dog just got a good bite in and just unluckily came in contact with like a wire that electrocuted the dog. Is there one of those two things? And it's probably most likely the second part where the dog just bit a wire and got electrocuted, because there's another scene in the movie where Jenny or Jen, I'm gonna say Jen, keep saying Jen, where Jen is having a little scuffle with M3GAN, and she gets a glass of water and smacks M3GAN across the head, and M3GAN starts glitching out. And I remember she literally says that M3GAN can like take on every other average day thing. So I assume part of that is if it rains, M3GAN should be fine walking around outside in the rain. So I assume it's just because the dog bit something, and they didn't show it in the movie that she got her bite repaired. So I assume the water just got into the bite mark or whatever. And what's about this movie? On our durability, so basically it's like this. So she has skin, the exoskeleton, and her innards. So her skin is basically silicone rubber, and then her exoskeleton is titanium steel alloy, and then inside of everything, like, it's just the wiring and the chips and stuff like that. So I guess it's not too far-fetched to say that M3GAN can probably take a car hitting her, because her exoskeleton is made out of titanium steel. Man, that's crazy. And then another thing about M3GAN is that, like, she's super smart. Like, whatever she did in a prior scene, she learned from it to make sure she doesn't do that mistake again. And then also, even if she's in a situation, she can, like, damn near instantly come up with a solution to get free from that situation, or make sure she successfully accomplishes that situation. And she's able to she's able to she's able to look at you, right, and like read your heartbeat, your breathing, if you're sweating, determine how you are emotionally. Like, she can see whether or not if you're fearful, or if you're sad, or if you're trustworthy, or trustworthiness, or if you're up to something. She'll just calculate it. Like, she was learning from her mistakes and, you know, calculate stuff. Like, there's a scene in the movie. This is an easy example. Jen tries to turn her off, but before she does, she grabs a pen and she tells M3GAN to look at the pen, and she focuses on the pen, and then Jen turns her off. But then she tries it again in the movie, and M3GAN doesn't fall for it because she learned from her prior mistakes. She's kinda, okay, I can't say she's kinda, she's pretty much broken. She can take control of technology. Hey, she can just take control of technology. But I don't want to say she can just take control over, like, technology in general. I think the technology has to be connected to the internet in some way or fashion. Cause, like, I don't think she can just go up to a car made in the 1800s or whatever and just start driving it or controlling it or whatever. She can probably drive it because, you know, she's big enough, but I don't think she can just go up to like an 1800s car or whatever and just take control of it. I think it has to be connected to the internet, because she walks up to I believe it was a Lambo, and she takes control of the car. Like, the car door opens, the engine starts, and she just sits down in the seat, and the car is just driving. Another scene where she takes over technology is that when the tech people are checking her systems to see what's wrong with her, and she overwrites the system, she takes control of the computers and turns everything off. Another scene is, I believe it was a fire alarm or just an emergency alarm in general, and she walks past the control panel and turns off the alarm. She could just take over technology, pretty much anything that's just connected to the internet, and that is pretty insane. And then what's another thing in this movie that happened? Oh, about M3GAN's durability. Okay, so she's obviously very durable, but at the end of the movie, she gets picked up by a giant robot, and the little girl controlling the robot pretty much rips her in half, down the middle. Not like down the middle vertical, but horizontal. And I assume from that, her abdomen area is the weakest point of her body, since that was the part that got pulled apart. Just going off of that, freaking the character Jen gets like a piece of metal. I don't know what it was. It was like a metal box or a metal something. It was something metal, and she grabs it and she starts beating in M3GAN's head with like a bajillion blows before she cracks off M3GAN's face mask thing off. And the only thing that's pretty much her chip area isn't protected, because I think the part of the chip area is just regular thin metal or something like that. And the character pretty much defeats M3GAN's physical form by stabbing a chip with a screwdriver. And well, what else that M3GAN did in this movie that's crazy? But when I say they defeated her physical form, they defeat her physical form, but since she can pretty much adapt to situations, learn from her prior mistakes, and come up with solutions to make sure she doesn't fail in what she's trying to accomplish. Right before they stab her chip with a screwdriver, she uploads her AI system into a different electrical device. So even if or when her physical form gets taken out, she can just upload her data into something else. So like in theory, she can transfer herself into like a drone, a car, or something. I don't know. I don't want to go too far-fetched with it, but that is pretty broken. She can take over technology and transfer her AI system into a different device. Like, that is crazy. Like, wow, I did not expect any of this from M3GAN. And then, okay, if we're talking about the weapons and tools and stuff she uses in this movie, M3GAN uses a screwdriver. She uses a blade from a paper cut machine. She also, okay, so this is kind of a funny weapon. All right, so there's this lady who's a neighbor of Jen, and she has this chemical water sprayer machine, and she grabs the water spray machine, and the water blast is so strong it hit the woman, and she flies in the air into a wall. So she has a powerful water little launcher. I think that's it. Like, she doesn't really use weapons because she didn't really go on a killing spree until like the end of the movie, and she really don't need weapons to kill people. But I guess she wanted to be stylish and get some style points when you kill people with other things and tools. So yeah, there go our weapons. I'm probably missing a weapon or two, but I think that's pretty much all our weapons. And then another thing I gotta add about M3GAN, which I forgot to add earlier about her like intelligence. Remember I said she can like calculate? So Jen throws a hammer at her with all her might, and M3GAN catches the hammer midway in the air. Like, when she threw the hammer at M3GAN, she catches it. Like, wow. She can calculate when to catch things in the air too. Man, M3GAN is, I did not expect none of this from M3GAN. Like, wow. Wow, okay. Well, there goes M3GAN. I probably forgot one or two things, but yeah, there goes M3GAN.
Alright, so now that I'm done discussing M3GAN and Chucky and all of his variations, now I'm gonna describe how this fight would go. But here's the thing. I thought this was gonna be a fun little video discussing how this would be like a good little fight between Chucky and M3GAN, and I was hyping up the fact that Chucky is basically as strong as a grown man and a little bitty ass body, but that doesn't even matter because M3GAN in the movie just displaying that she could just overpower adults with ease. She could pick up a grown man with one arm, basically. She has a titanium steel exoskeleton. She's super duper smart. She can control technology. Freaking, she's very durable. Like, she could take on a lot of punishment. And it's like, this is not even fair. Like, this is pretty much a stomp. Like, literally, it's a stomp. But is it really? Let's just see. It may be a Chucky that can defeat her, or at least do something. But here's the thing though about this fight. Even if you can destroy her physical body, she could just transmit her AI into a different device. So it's like, you can't really kill her. So I think this is how I'm going to do this. Because in a way, they both do the same shit.
Chucky even says it himself.
Don't move! Go ahead and shoot! I'll be back. I always come back! But dying is such a bitch.
But for M3GAN, it's like, she could just immediately just go to something else. I'll have to fight like this. Whoever can defeat whoever's physical form would be the victor. So one scenario, it will take place before the end of the movie for M3GAN. Chucky is a part of the household, and he's there to have the little girl kill so she can fulfill a voodoo ritual, and M3GAN doesn't want that, and then they fight because of that. Or it can be like Chucky just part of the household and he just want to kill, and the little girl is just part of the killing spree, and M3GAN doesn't want the little girl to die, and that could be a scenario of how they can fight. Another scenario is, I guess another funny scenario is while he's part of the household and everybody's enjoying the fact that Chucky's there while M3GAN's there, and M3GAN figures out that Chucky is actually a human inside of a body of a doll, and I guess you want to fight him over jealousy. Like, how dare you be a part of this household? I'll kill you. You're not about to replace me. And then they fight because of that. Like, I don't know. And I guess another scenario, it could be like, since after the movie, I assume she wanted to kill the little girl because she says, quote unquote, "You ungrateful little bitch," after the little girl pretty much tries to kill M3GAN. And she's like, "I'm gonna follow my own rules." I guess it'd be a fight till he kills the little girl first. I don't know. It's so many scenarios I could think of for how the fight would go. It's kind of ridiculous. So here we go. Now about to see who can actually win.
Let's get ready to rumble!
Okay, for Child's Play 1, it's literally a stomp in M3GAN's favor. Because, like, there's literally nothing Chucky can do. He has nothing to damage her, nothing to do anything to M3GAN. And if M3GAN rips off his arms and legs and his head, she was to go for the heart because she knows human anatomy by a glance. Because, you know, she's connected to the internet. She super smart, and she's able to come up with solutions damn near on the fly. And once you see that ripping off his legs and arms and head doesn't work, she's go for the heart. So Child's Play 1 loses. Alright, for Child's Play 2, okay, even though Chucky is mad, he is pissed, he's angry, he doesn't care anymore, and having that anger stacked with the fact that he's as strong as an adult. Because in the movie, he's shown to knock out a dude with one punch. So he's as strong as a guy. He's angry, he's pissed. But the thing is, that doesn't even matter. M3GAN is stronger than, and she's stronger than the average man. Like, she pulls a man with one arm. Like, what? M3GAN is very durable because of her titanium alloy metal exoskeleton or whatever. Like, Chucky can't redo anything. He doesn't have anything to damage M3GAN. So M3GAN stomps Child's Play 2 Chucky. Alright, so Child's Play 3 Chucky. Okay, here's the thing about Child's Play 3 Chucky. At first, when I was talking in the part where I was talking about the Chucky variations, I thought this Chucky would win because he has a gun and he has a grenade. But the thing is about this Chucky, I remember in the movie, his aiming is kind of ass in this movie. Because, like, when it was Chucky versus Andy's love interest, he was shooting at her, and it took him, like, I think 2 shots or 3 shots before he shot her in the leg. And even though Chucky has a grenade, I don't think that even matters either. Because, like, okay, so in character, Chucky will pull the pin and just throw that bitch immediately at M3GAN. But M3GAN shows that she can calculate when to catch things as it's being thrown at her. So she'll probably catch the grenade and probably, like, she'll probably calculate how long would it take for that grenade to blow up and time it perfectly. And right before it explodes, she'll throw it at Chucky. The second it gets near Chucky, it blows up and just kills Chucky. Like, even if he shoots her in a chest area or aim for the head, he's probably gonna miss most likely because his aiming isn't that good in that movie. So yeah, I thought Child's Play 3 Chucky would win, but Yeah, he doesn't stand a chance against that M3GAN. All right, so now it's time for Bride of Chucky. All right, so Bride of Chucky. Now this is where I think it's gonna go pretty good for Chucky. Okay, so he has a shovel that it doesn't even matter. She would just catch the shovel and throw it away like it's nothing. This movie, he's able to throw knives across a distance and like his opponents with total accuracy. But I got a feeling M3GAN could probably catch the knife as it's being thrown at her. So I guess his accurate throwing skills would be pretty relevant in this. But his thing though, he has 2 guns. So he has more than enough ammo, and I think he could take this M3GAN out. In the movie, it does show Jen beating the crap out of M3GAN by like bashing her head in like a bajillion times with a metal box, or it was something metal. And right after that, she took off the faceplate, or the faceplate broke off from the bashing after all those blows. And okay, this Chucky is shown to have great accuracy with his gun. So in character, which is shown in the movie, he shoots it was probably him and Tiffany that shot the elderly couple in that RV. But he shot them in the head, and I remember it only showed 1 bullet in a body, which was the head area. So I got a feeling after a few shots in the chest area with Chucky aiming at, he's gonna most likely go for the head, and he has more than enough rounds to at least fuck up the face covering where a chip area is, and he'll eventually shoot her chip. She's not shown to be dodging bullets and stuff like that. She could probably take on a few bullets, but after a few more rounds, it'll eventually fuck up her faceplate covering, and eventually he'll hit her chip. So, Bride of Chucky beats M3GAN. Whew! Dang, it took over 3 movies for Chucky to get a dub. Alright, so Bride of Chucky wins. Next up is Seed of Chucky. Okay, so for Seed of Chucky. So Seed of Chucky is pretty much Bride of Chucky, but he doesn't have a gun in his movie. So it's like, what else can he do? So in this movie, he is strong enough to pop a dude's head off like a Lego, but that really doesn't matter because M3GAN, you can't really do anything to M3GAN. Like plus he's not big enough to rip apart M3GAN, because M3GAN in his movie, it is shown that she can get pulled apart from like the abdomen area, but Chucky, pretty much in character too, wouldn't go for trying to rip her in half that way, and he doesn't really have anything to go for a kill or killing blow or a defeating blow on M3GAN's physical form. Like, he has an axe, but it doesn't matter. He's still shown to be able to throw knives and accurately hit his targets, unless somebody gets in the way, of course. And yeah, and he got defeated by his son. I'm not gonna get into that. I'm not gonna get into that, but pretty much you can't really do anything to M3GAN. But I do want to note though, in this movie, even if you tear off, like it's literally shown in the movie, his son, I'm gonna get into his son defeating him. So his son does kung fu on Chucky, all because he's made in Japan. It was kind of racist, I'm not gonna lie. His son had no prior training, no nothing. He just knew kung fu all because he was made in Japan. What? Wait, all right. I'm getting off topic, but okay. The son chops off his arms, his leg. He hits him in the chest area, and he chops off his head. So, but in the end of the movie, Chucky's arm is still, you know, able to function on its own. So, is either he just didn't kill him fully, or maybe they retcon the fact that he can die like a human being, but nothing Chucky can really do. All right, so now we're up to Curse of Chucky. Curse of Chucky, he's basically immortal. He's stronger than his Seed of Chucky self. But I wonder, is this low-key like a draw? Because okay, so I'm just gonna forget about the post-credit scene and go over the fact that he basically can't really die or get injured or feel pain or like pretty much anything. Because M3GAN could probably rip apart his body and it wouldn't even matter because he'll still be alive. She can rip off his head, rip off his arms, tear his chest open, and he'll still be alive because he's basically just immortal. But I guess like a habit to that, maybe if she just defeats his physical form by just tearing him apart and there's like nothing he could do, that could be a W for M3GAN. So it's not really anything Chucky can do. But I did say this, I guess I got lucky for even mentioning this. Chucky does have a bucket of water, so I guess maybe he can throw the bucket of water at M3GAN to fuck her up. But M3GAN doesn't have a bite mark or a bite tear in her for the water to even affect her. Unless in the movie she just can't get affected by water, but a bucket of water will even work on her. Or even be, and then top it off, it kind of doesn't even matter because in the movie, she gets smacked in the head with a glass of water. And even though she glitches out, she's still up here going after her targets to try to kill him. After a short period of time, she's just perfectly fine. It's just still a little glitchy, but she still can, you know, function normally after a while. So even though I say M3GAN can't technically kill Chucky, she can tear his body apart. And so, and there's nothing Chucky can really do. So M3GAN beats this Chucky. Alright, now we are here in Cult of Chucky. The dolls lose, like every single doll loses. The one arm drill Chucky loses. The buzz cut Chucky will lose. And then the thing is, she was just look at this buzz cut Chucky and notice that there's a gun inside him and take out the gun out of his guts and, you know, blast him with the gun. And then Melted Fingers Chucky, the one with the broken glass bottle, he can't do anything with the broken glass. Like, he can't do anything with it. The compressed air, I don't know if this would even be a factor against M3GAN because I got a feeling she can catch it. I don't know, I got a feeling she can catch the damn compressed air. But I think even if she catches it, it'll probably have her flying in the air. But once she gets back up, she'll be fine and go up to Chucky and kill him. So pretty much none of Chucky's win. But here's the thing. Now we got Chuck Nika. Okay, so Chuck Nika is not a problem, but Chuck Nika is shown to break out of a restraint jacket and she'll stomp a dude's head in within a few blows. And she's actually bigger than M3GAN. I wasn't even throwing it out there, but size kind of matters. That's why I mentioned the fact that instead of Chucky in character, Chucky wouldn't be able to rip apart M3GAN in half. Chuck Nika is bigger than M3GAN, and she has some strength to not overpower M3GAN, but at least do something to her. In the movie, it's shown by Jen bashing M3GAN's head in a bajillion times would eventually break off her face covering that protects the chip. I got a feeling M3GAN would still just overpower Chuck Nika. Okay, so even though it's not established in this movie, in the TV show, when Chuck Nika gets cut or get like a blow to the head or anything, Nika awakens, there's no supernatural strength and the motherfucker can't walk no more. And M3GAN is shown to kill innocent people. So seeing Nika cry out for help wouldn't even be a thing. Cause she'll probably be like, by my calculations, you gotta be terminated because you still have that bitch ass motherfucker within you. And she'll probably like snap her neck or break her neck or slice her head off or something. I don't know. Yeah, but yeah, Chuck Nika isn't doing anything to M3GAN. So yeah. Alright, now we got the TV series. Alright, so to be pretty blunt about this, she takes out classic Chucky. She takes out that burnt Chucky. The kamikaze Chucky, okay, now that one's gonna be interesting. But I don't think that homemade explosive that kamikaze Chucky has will be enough to take out M3GAN. But I could be wrong or could be right, but if kamikaze Chucky runs up to M3GAN and he just like pretty much hugs M3GAN while he has the bomb within him, like jumps on M3GAN, hugs her, and blows up, he can probably blow her up in tiny pieces. I don't think that homemade explosive is strong enough to actually completely get rid of M3GAN. So I guess I'll just give him the benefit of the doubt that maybe it could. In the show, when Chucky explodes the bomb, the gas, the fire, I forgot if it was fire or gas or something, but it does break through all the glass in the house. And so I guess this could be like a draw. I guess kamikaze Chucky dies while M3GAN gets her physical form shattered up into pieces, so it'd be a draw. Okay, I'll stick with that. Chucky needs something in this stuff. Okay, what's next? All right, next we got Stairways Chucky. I got a feeling he could like knock M3GAN around, like send her flying throughout the room, and go for blows and punch her so hard, other than penetrating her exoskeleton, she'll just fly across the room. But that doesn't even matter, because I got a feeling even while Chucky has all this strength, Chucky isn't durable. They could probably gonna like calculate his fighting style and counter it, and just pretty much use her own strength and take out Stairways Chucky. So Stairways Chucky doesn't have anything working with him. All right, now we have Good Chucky. All right, so for Good Chucky, M3GAN being M3GAN, she'll probably just be like, I don't care how cute you are, so they're gonna kill you, and go for the kill. But as she's going for the kill, Chucky would go in defense mode and glitch out in his killer mode and do something to M3GAN, but it won't be enough. There's nothing he can do to her. He can throw those knives at her, and even if she misses her calculations over the fact that that style of combat is super duper random, probably she won't calculate it at first. Throwing them knives at her wouldn't even be a factor, because they won't be able to do anything by penetrating her exoskeleton. And even if he gets a lucky shot at hitting, I don't know, a wire or something like that, it wouldn't even matter. Even if she glitches out, she'll be fine after a few moments. So yeah, Good Chucky. Good Chucky's gone. He's dead. M3GAN kills Good Chucky. Alright, and the next Chucky's is the Colonel Chucky. That Chucky loses. Like, what can you do? He can't do anything. Colonel Chucky loses. I don't want to explain it. Like, Colonel Chucky will literally lose. Alright, the final Chucky of canon? Yeah, the final Chucky of this canon timeline so far, which is Chucky Prime. Okay, so for Chucky Prime, he has a chainsaw, and I don't think Chucky's chainsaw would even be able to cut through M3GAN's exoskeleton. And even if he goes for the attempt to get like a shot in, she'll literally just go for a blow for Chucky and kill him. Like, it's really nothing he can do. So yeah, Prime Chucky loses. He's gonna die. He's gonna die. All right. Okay, so next we got the Child's Play 2019 reboot Chucky. All right, see how this goes. Okay, sorry to interrupt this part of the video, but I forgot to mention this earlier for the TV series, and I bet you're wondering, why didn't I use Chuck Nika? Well, this is why. Yeah, that's why. Now back to reboot Chucky vs. M3GAN. Okay, so now this one is going to be very interesting because technically he can't do jack shit to M3GAN, but here's what I think how I should do this. Okay, because I mentioned in the beginning of the video how I don't think they should use cars and stuff, but I think I should try to make this as fair as possible. They're both able to take over technology. They both in their own ways are basically Terminators, while this Chucky is like a stealthy Terminator. M3GAN is basically a Terminatrix compared to him. So I might have this Chucky have full access to the cars that are connected to the buddy server, to the other buddy dolls, and to the drones, and to full access to whatever technology he can. So I guess this fight would take place in that store or around the store that was in the finale of the movie. And I guess the little girl's there, and this Chucky wants to kill the little girl for whatever reasons. I guess he wants to play with her, but then he sees her playing with M3GAN, and he's like all jealous. Pretty much it's like a battle of jealousy. So this can go like 4 ways. Alright, so the first way, even if he hits M3GAN with a car that he's connected to, she'll probably just get back up from it because, like I said, she's very durable. And even while he has this, basically an army of other buddy dolls and drones and stuff, they won't be able to damage her. It'll probably be like a giant versus a horde of zombies, and the zombies can't do anything to the giant. It's basically how this is. So like, even while his army is there and his drones are there, nothing can damage her. And then him being the pretty smart little doll he is, he'll probably find a way to get some sneak attacks on her, but that won't matter because she's so durable and she can calculate the room and all this good stuff. So it's like, pretty much there's nothing he can really do. But another scenario is that what if she just over corrupts Chucky's command on all the buddy dolls, all the drones and the cars, and sends that army after him and kills him that way. She's shown to overwrite systems with ease. She could probably overwrite the command of Chucky's army against him. So it's like that, yeah. And then I guess another scenario is that maybe she can overwrite Chucky himself. Like, you never know, because pretty much the worker, all he did was pretty much have his chip be fully unlocked and able to do whatever he wants, and he can't send his AI to anything else. So she could probably fully take over Chucky's pretty much design, and then she probably scan this Chucky and know about the buddy song, and she'll probably sing the buddy song to this Chucky to mess him up, and then fully just take over his body or just go for the killing blow. Like, it's so many scenarios that M3GAN can win against reboot Chucky is ridiculous. And man, this is crazy. This is crazy. This wasn't even fun. M3GAN pretty much beat every Chucky. Like, the only Chuckies that get a dub on her is Bride of Chucky. Kamikaze does, but it's gonna be a draw. But then the other Chucky that gets close to a dub against M3GAN is Chuck Nika, but it doesn't even matter because.
I'll rip your head right off your neck, I swear to God.
And then I had to handicap the match too, because even if Chucky gets, well, even when Chucky gets, you know, the killing blow on Megan's physical form, he still can't kill her. She'll just upload her AI into something else. So man, this video is not what I expected it to be. And oh my gosh, looking at this, dang, I've been recording for a while. I'm gonna try to chop it down as short as I could possibly make it, but it's probably, this video is most likely gonna be over an hour. I'm just having fun with this, but this wasn't as fun as I thought it would be, because I thought it would be a fun little match between Megan and Chucky. And yeah, so there goes the video. Would I do this again? Probably in the future, who knows? This is just for fun. And if anybody's still watching this video at this point, I do want to throw in, I could probably go more in detail if I ever do this with like different characters. This was just having fun over the mic, and I'll make sure the video is shorter. I didn't want to make this some type of like composited Chucky versus this one Megan. When it comes to like fictional fights, I don't like having like multiple versions of a character using the one versus another character like that. So I want to make it more fair and have this one Megan take on each version of Chucky individually and stuff. And yeah, so if I do this again, I'll make sure the video is shorter, and still gonna have fun with it. If I do go more in depth with it, it will be interesting to hear. But yeah, if I do this again, yeah, I don't know what to say. See ya. I don't know what to say on this long ass video. Have a good one, and thanks for watching the video. If anybody came across this video, so yeah.
Subscribe, damn it. I'll be back. I always come back, and so should you, you moron.